Hey, Charles.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, my name's Madeline. I'm your therapist here. How are you doing?
I guess I'm alright.
What brings you here?
Well, I got out of the hospital a couple of days ago, and they sent me over here.
What were you in the hospital for?
I I overdosed, and then I was in a coma for a little while,
How long were you in the coma for?
for about 2 weeks.
So, do you want to talk more about about that situation and
Yeah,
what happened?
yeah. Well, I don't really remember what happened when I overdosed, but I remember kind of being in a fight with my girlfriend. And, um, I hadn't really, like, we lived together, and I really hadn't been using any drugs for a little while. Just basically like smoking pot and not really using any kind of drugs or any hard drugs or anything. And so we kind of started arguing, and and then so I went out and I got high, and then I went back down like after that kind of wore off, and I like spent the night out. Then the next day I went down, I got some more, and then I guess I overdosed. I don't really remember how I got to the hospital, um, but yeah, so I don't really remember what happened after that, but I kind of remember us fighting a little bit.
What were you fighting about?
Just kind of relationship stuff, just not really spending a lot of time with each other, and uh, just kind of arguing about us not hanging out.
How long had it been since you used drugs? You mentioned that you were just smoking pot.
Uh, about about 2 years, about a year and a half, 2 years or something. Yeah, I hadn't used any real like hard drugs. I think I'd done maybe like ecstasy.
So, you mentioned it had been quite a while since you had used drugs. How long had it been?
Um, about a year and a half or so. Um, I mean, I had kind of, I think I had taken maybe like ecstasy at a show once, and but really I was like working, and I had like quit drinking, um, and so I basically like she smoked pot, so I would smoke pot every once in a while, but I was really trying to just kind of stop using drugs, and because I had used them in the past, uh, so. But then when we got in that fight, I just kind of went down and used.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what I did. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, not using hard drugs for a year and a half is a big deal. How was that time for you not using?
and I guess it was all right. I mean, we were getting along, and I got a job, and um, I was working, and started kind of going back to school. Was in one of the semesters of college when this happened, and, but I had completed a semester of college, so it was pretty good.
So, did you find good ways to spend your time
Yeah, I was just
being
kept
in school
busy,
and working?
just being busy, and um, yeah, just hanging out, taking care of the dogs, and basically just not going out very much.
Hmm. Did you notice any difference in how you were feeling emotionally during that time versus when you were using drugs in the past?
Yeah, I mean, when I used to get high, I mean, that was all I did really. That was basically all I mean, I just spent my whole day kind of trying to get heroin. Basically, was what my drug of choice was. And so basically, I really didn't have very much of a life. Like homeless a few times, and really not working, and I got in trouble a couple of times.
So, what is your legal history? Have you ever had any um, run-ins with the police?
Yeah, a lot of them.
What were they like? What were
Um,
most of them from?
Mostly just like drugs. I don't think I got in trouble for this last time, but I don't really know. But mostly just like drugs.
Hmm. When was the first time you got arrested?
Probably when I was a kid, when I was young, probably, maybe like 16, something like that.
And what was the charge?
Uh, Driving, DUI.
How many DUIs do you have?
When I was underage, I had one, and then, I think I got one more right when I turned 21.
Do you use alcohol often, or is it just mostly heroin and opiates?
I mean, I used to drink, but, I don't drink anymore, so.
Why'd you stop?
Just because I was having problems with it, so and then kind of when I started using heroin, I just didn't drink anymore. I didn't feel like drinking.
When you say you were having problems with it, what do you mean? What kind of problems?
I mean, just like getting in trouble and just having blackouts and fighting, stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Okay, so it got you into some trouble. Do you have charges from drugs as well? More so than just the DUI, the alcohol?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically that's basically what I got charged with. It was just like drugs and possession.
Have you ever done any jail time?
Yep.
How long have you done?
I was in jail for like a year, and then just a couple, 6 months, a couple times.
And how was it when you were in there? Were you still using, or do you do any rehabilitation programs in it?
Not really.
Have you been to treatment before?
I mean, I had to do some meetings when they kind of court ordered me to do some meetings, but I really didn't. I've never been in treatment before.
Okay, so this is kind of your first time. Okay, what do you think about the meetings? What kind of meetings did you go to?
I went to a couple AA meetings. I thought it was kind of bullshit, really.
What didn't you like about it?
It seemed like a lot of the people there were just like lying about being sober. It's basically just, I don't really like, church and, it's just not really my thing.
What made you think that they were lying?
I mean, not everybody can be sober like that, not use anything.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed like BS, really.
Do you have a hard time believing that people can just not use anything and still be happy?
Those people? Yeah.
What do you mean, those people?
I mean, just like the people that I saw, just didn't seem like they were sober.
Because
So I just didn't think that they were sober.
how would you feel if you knew that they were sober? Would that change your view of AA at all?
I don't think so.
Do you know anybody personally that's in AA that is sober?
No.
Okay. Have any of your friends ever been to treatment?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really, yeah, I mean, I guess they probably have, but I don't really know.
Okay.